They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Caleb's going to throw right away. A short throw. It's caught by Kmet. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. You know, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll look middle here and give it to Odunze. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air once more, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here is 3rd and 5. To throw, Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got it incomplete. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Here's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw multiple coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and you can create a little bit of havoc.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They go here to the former line. It's DeAndre Swift.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. To throw, it's Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. You talk about this Lions defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To the air, Williams. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the interception, here's Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly don't settle into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Gone. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands. Even if difference in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's 3rd and 3. In motion goes the tight end. Again, Goff. He's got his 2. That's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Turn his TV off. 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 Ain't no other king than his web thing they siblings. What is it on?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Swift over the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears. Looking to throw. Williams will try and set up the screen slow. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now gone. That's taken in and ties it to Sloan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
We go tonight. Black 20. What's that?
Goff now to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. A gain of 1 yard. First down, Lions.
Four down.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Here we go. 180. Done.
Goff now looks to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jalen Noel, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. At their own 21-yard line.
I just want to rock. I just want to rock. Body yada yada. Shorty got that body yada yada. No time.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity.
Why did I do that? That was stupid.
Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly and add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing offense well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Williams. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Williams.
Oh, man.
Penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and
Oh,
decline
that's
the
a
penalty.
pass interference.
That forces a fourth down situation. Here comes the Bears punter now.
I ain't never seen the
As he's
offensive
on the
pass
punt for the
interference.
first time this afternoon.
Holy shit.
Here's Moore. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Goff now looking to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Man.
Go tonight. 180.
Back to throw. Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ever. About to do that.
Listen.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to air one out.
Damn.
This is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And
He burnt the shit out of him.
In front by 3 touchdowns. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season.
He burnt Dutch.
But there it is. His first miss. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
That's all right.
Spins away. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Oh, that's no good.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Williams. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this ball recovered by the offense.
Hey, what are you doing?
Not advancing here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
What are you doing?
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. To throw, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw is Williams. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Santos with the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least in the field goal range and try to get free to add on even more to their lead.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Lions first down.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's Gold.
Bro.
St. Brown making the catch on the outlet.
Come on, man.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 7 catches for him now, and his last one, a first down.
First and 10 is the 29-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal.
How did we tackle that motherfucker?
This is a 43-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Defensively, it's like it's a stupid right now. What?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here goes tonight. 180.
Here's Gall. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 10 more there and another first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Touchdown!
It's too easy, man. Defense like
Great
crap.
play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Defense trash.
Extra point splits.
Swiss cheese defense.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
I'll be back next year.
Here are the Lions now as they line up
37.
and kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle game plans, theirs has been superior.
Pass caught by Burden. And he goes out right around the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
Down the sideline he goes. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
From the 24 now, here's a second down and 9. Here's Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Luther Burden, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. Completed the one. And he'll get in for the score. That's going to cut the lead down to 13. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than 1 point ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Cairo Santos, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Down inside the 25.
Do we have any kind of defensive? Is anything defensively?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Well, they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Gone. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Damn.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, winning the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. On play action, here's Williams. This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And that's off the left upright, but it carries right in. How about that? The kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 to a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you.
Coverage, bro.
Touchdown, Detroit.
What are you doing?
Flies it to Slow. 65 yards. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. So add another one.
You playing defense, but you don't even know what play. He's taking advantage of it.
So far in this one.
3 blown coverages. 3 blown coverages. That's all right. Next time. 3 blown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Damn, that referee.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 78 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball with the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To the air, Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Williams. This will be caught just inside the 10. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. Touchdown Bears. DJ Moore from 8 yards out. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos able to tackle the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
You bet my defense go on cover.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They juked him. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42.
I ain't gonna trust him.
Every time he gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
What's that?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keeper away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense end with a big play.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Yo, hold on. 184 down.
Now it's gone. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to
hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. One of the linemen on the other side is good.
Let's go.
That takeaway
Let's go.
right there. That's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And the Lions pressure too strong. There he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
At the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Targeting more, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh, come on.
13 yards remaining on second down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's got this complete to Burnham.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Looking to throw. Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll look to throw here on first down. The man is Kmet, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
To the air once more, Williams.
Ah, motherfucker. Damn. Wrong place. He's right there, too.
We've seen scored. Neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Man, I had my shot.
Gibbs on the toss left. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Come on.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion left. A shotgun snap for gone. Working the middle. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down. I do believe
He definitely,
by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave
I'll get you next
They really
time.
needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late.
I'll get you next time.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Get it. Go.
Willis on the option to the right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
180.
Gibbs straight ahead. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Cut. 20. Cut.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needing 4.
And that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where
Good game. Defense.
and they
Hey.
didn't let them get anywhere near.
I know. I got 3 and 3. I gotta win. I wonder if I'm gonna be able to play. I might not be able to play this game.
Charles, a lot of
Might not be
happy
able to play
faces
this.
heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?